And welcome back to Magic Crystal Tech Support. I'm Josh.
I'm Dale.
I'm on camera.
I'm evil.
Hello.
Caleb is here, Ian's here, Devin's here.
Supposedly.
We
The
just
whole gang.
actually we were before we just started. We were actually we actually just finished watching the newest Death Battle with Cloud and Link. So
Call it newest when it's just a remake.
it is their
He is
newest.
still
It
dead.
is their newest episode. So yes, we were kind of pulled out of that conversation for when we started this. So if we're talking about Final Fantasy VII and Legend of Zelda, that would be why.
That, and I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, and I'm currently trying to solidify my favorite Final Fantasy being 9 by playing all the Final Fantasies. We're going to skip one since we're playing one with you guys.
Yeah, and also skip 2 because it sucks.
We're going to try it.
And go ahead, by all means,
Attempt
try
to
it.
play it, but
We
If it gets
actually,
bad, we're gonna give
this
it
is
one.
funny because I just texted him one day at work. I'm like, hey, I want to play all the Final Fantasies. I'm like 9 so much. I want to be able to tell all Final Fantasy fans 9 is my favorite. I played them all. I don't want any of that. Oh, you didn't play them all. You don't know if 9's your favorite. Listen, I play them all. 9's my favorite currently.
Well, I mean, then there's like the 8,000 offshoots.
We're
Yeah.
don't worry about those. We're not
Those
worrying
don't
about those.
You know what? I actually really like Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on the Super Nintendo.
Eh,
You know what? Maybe we'll have to hook up the capture card and make that one of our next Let's Plays is Final
Well,
Fantasy.
didn't we like
Mystic
talk
Quest.
about playing all the Final Fantasy sort of channel?
you like Mystic Quest? I really didn't.
Well,
See,
you
I
need to
know.
play. You need to play them.
Yeah, I enjoyed
I'll
it.
play 9. Caleb can play 10. 10 too.
I like 10 as well.
I like 10.
I think 10 gets a bad rap because of the voice acting.
It is because of voice acting.
I agree. I mean,
How's the Japanese voice acting? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
Probably
I don't-
better.
I don't care.
it's probably much better. Attitude are better at everything than us.
Like,
Anyway, so we're going through and I'm just texting him like, hey, I want to play all the Final Fantasies. You down? Like every Friday we can order pizza and just play Final Fantasy. And just like relive our childhood.
have you
Of
played
playing.
Have you played 4 yet?
We've started with 7 because we have no access to 1 through 6 except for phones.
Okay.
But they did say that they're coming out with new
You have something that can play PlayStation
remakes
1
of 1
games?
through 6. Yes.
Yes.
I can probably actually think here. I have on the PlayStation.
So my PS3 will play PlayStation games. Cool. Anything I play Chocobo Worries.
Well, I got 6. Oh, here we go. I got Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger for the PlayStation 1.
What? Ooh.
I have 5 and 6 as well, but I'm not sure my copy of 5 is. It's. got-
Well, what we were going to do was we decided like we're going to play 7 through 15. And while we're doing that, I was going to try to get my computer up and running. And then we're going to emulate it all.
Yeah.
Well, like 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, he was on his phone looking up stuff, doing his normal thing while I was playing, because I'm playing on the odds, he's playing on the evens.
Like
I made sure he played 10, I made sure I played 9.
Okay. Final Fantasy 4 is probably my favorite of the franchise.
You get to play it, even.
Thank you.
And then he's like, oh dude, they're going to like remaster all the old Final Fantasies and just update
Shane
the
Douglas.
pixel.
Shane Doug. Here, Josh. This is for you. Is Shane Douglas your favorite franchise? He is the best of the franchise. Shane Douglas.
I'm not going to believe I don't know what they're talking about either.
Wrestling. We're talking about wrestling.
Fucking nerdy.
But
So I'm just like,
at the very least, 4 has my favorite story because 4's entire plot is themed around redemption.
like the
Yeah.
one Cecil?
Yes.
Ah,
Like, almost every character's story arc is revolved around redemption of evil acts.
listen, I had not seen a more powerful black mage than Phoebe.
Man, I don't know. Tella starts with both Kama and Flare. And he has light magic.
The thing is with Tella is he kind of reverse levels.
Yeah.
What do you mean reverse levels?
He gets weaker as he goes along.
Why?
Well, you're not supposed to keep him.
Oh.
And well, basically
What
the
the hell's
idea
Tella?
he's a
Old
red.
bastard.
Basically he's a red mage in that game. He's this old red mage, And the problem is using the ultimate comet, flare, whatever spell basically just tears him up. Well, actually, he starts only learning like Fire 2, Lightning 2. He starts kind of powerful, then he unlocks all of his magic. And because Evil Empire killed his daughter, he goes apeshit and tries to drop the ultimate spell on Exdeath. And it just fucks him up.
Well.
But he kind of knows it's going to, too. He just doesn't care.
Well, you see, Vivi starts with fire. You get to unlock all his spells through the, iron thing in 9.
Vivi is awesome because he can cast a spell on Steiner's swords.
You got a point there. I don't think any other Final Fantasy does that.
He is effectively a Final Fantasy sorcerer. Because in the Final Fantasy games, the few that have sorcerers, Final Fantasy V has a sorcerer and they use spell swords.
Cool. But I enjoy Vivi's story arc of trying to figure out who he is.
Oh, I do too, absolutely.
So, in my opinion, Vivi's my favorite black mage, and whenever we
That's
play 14, I've been trying to figure out if I can get a minion of Vivi, because I see Warrior of Light for the first game. I've seen, wasn't it like a Kefka at one point? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a wind-up Kefka. I'm like, if they got Kefka, they got Vivi.
There's a wind-up Yuna.
Because I'm pretty sure Vivi was the fan favorite at 9.
Vivi, at least aesthetically, was the fan favorite. People love the look of Vivi.
They have little things that just have the black face, the green with
It's the
yellow
Warrior
eyes.
of Light,
Yeah.
which is the black. Well, that's what the black.
Well, no,
mage is.
it's called a Moppet.
Well, no, there's also a Warrior of
Yeah.
Light that looks like Vivi because the black mage in the first game looks like Vivi.
That's just the traditional black mage look.
Yeah.
Vivi just kind of looks like a disheveled black mage.
Well, Vivi is black mage. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Mark.
I might actually have to fight these because they're not letting me run away.
Use.
Oh, well, dang, you one-shotted that one.
Go me.
Yeah.
They call it Moppets.
What
Yes.
What
I
is
called
effective
that.
against poison type Pokemon? Psychic?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Psychic and ground.
I would think water.
No, it's not.
And that explains why I was so shit against all the poison gym people. Always use water then. Mainly because I always go with the water type starter.
I haven't done anything with Pokemon since they added all of
I haven't done anything with Pokemon.
ridiculous shit.
I played a little bit of Y, but I haven't really played since
Besides
Ruby.
the basic like rock, paper, scissors types, Psychic and Dragon, I really don't know anything else.
Man,
I know Dragon's weakness is Ice and Dragon, and Psychic is all the fears.
Are dragons also weak to fairy now?
Yeah, Fairy now.
Yes, and Fairy is completely immune to Dragon type.
That's some bullshit right there.
They were designed to counter Dragon because Dragon got way too powerful.
Fairy types were introduced entirely as a balancing factor for certain types of Pokemon.
I like how Fairy are weak to
Metal. Metal and
steel,
poison, right?
steel and poison. Yes.
Because
Well,
Well,
Because metal is anti-nature. Isn't it?
well,
Well,
no. According
coal
to
iron.
according to Irish
Yeah.
mythology, fairies can't touch anything with iron in it. It burns their skin.
Mm-hmm.
So it just does.
It's just mythology.
You put iron nails around like a baby's bed.
Why did Zeus fuck everything?
Yeah.
Because it's
why didn't you fuck everything?
Because it's mythology.
Because you don't try hard.
I can't turn into a swan, Devin. I
I
can't
don't
help
know
it.
why can't Fox Steven say the words mochi mochi? Because fuck it, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why in Japan you answer the phone mochi mochi.
and you want them, and you have to answer back. So
mochi mochi. That way you know that the person who's calling you is actually the person, not a Fox Demon in disguise.
see,
Oh,
if I
that
am-
actually explains everything. Because my sister told me that because she still is kind of weeaboo, but she was really into weeaboo back in her high school days, and she used to do that all the time too. I'm like, why isn't it the Kinishiwa? Why isn't it Kinishiwa when you launch your phone? She's like, I don't know. Japanese people just answer the phone with Muchi Muchi.
They have to make sure it's not a fox demon.
And we're not using
Now,
weeaboo
see,
as
if
a
you-
slur. We're using it as a descriptive term.
See, now if you're face to face, you could tell they're fox demons because no matter what illusions they use, fox demons can't hide their tails. So you'll be able to see their tails flopping around. But if they're calling you on the phone, you can't look to see if they got a tail. Which I feel like the tail excuse is just an excuse for guys to look at girls' butts.
There
No,
you
no,
go.
no, I gotta make sure you're not a fox demon. Oh, but you are a fox.
Yeah. Hey.
Let's be honest. We've been a otaku is not really a slur because we have literally just taken it and just used it against each other.
I feel like
We're all
weeaboo is...
weeaboos.
That's what I was just
I feel
explaining to our audience. We're
Well, I
not
feel
using
like-
it as a slur.
I feel like weeaboo is meant to be a slur, but the term otaku just means
Well, okay.
fan, so...
Okay, otaku is a bad term in Japan.
It is a bad term in Japan, but...
Americans, when Americans call other Americans otakus, they're like, "Oh, thank you so much. You
Yeah.
use the thing I love's language against me." So then people who want to fucking be dicks to them went, "Okay, now you're a weeaboo." Fuck you."
Yeah.
And then people, weeaboos like me, who don't give a shit what you call me, just call it, just
Just
use
as
it.
long as you call me.
Yeah.
Well, my kind of thing about the whole...
I call Mr. Bitch, so
Yeah, that's
in a
fair.
lovely manner. I go, "Hey, bitch, well, how's your day?" She's like, "Ah, fine."
I think kind of my thing about the whole thing is like... I am kind of, because like I do watch some anime and like the Japanese video games and stuff, but like I feel like the term weeaboo refers to somebody who thinks that they know about Japanese culture because all they do is watch anime.
Oh boy.
And that would be like saying you know what American life is like because you've watched Friends. You know what I mean? It's not an accurate
I mean, you
cross
kind of
representation.
do.
You understand some of it, but it's not a proper
Yeah.
cross representation of American culture.
Oh.
The only
really?
Japanese culture I've learned from anime.
Oh, I just noticed that even though staying in the house or whatever previously, our magic has not actually been refilled.
Whoops!
I don't care.
I don't think we can take on the wizards, but
I
Do we have a
was going to
save
ask,
state?
what does that mean for the
I
game here?
saved the game, you know.
Fuck it, we'll try it.
Yeah.
And if not, we'll just load up and go to town and take a nap.
There you go.
But fuck it, let's do this.
All right, so
Hit
there's
him.
one thing.
Hit him.
Ian, there's one thing I learned from Japanese anime that I believe is actually pretty good in Japanese culture.
Uh-huh.
Japanese people are racist. They don't give a fuck.
They're very nationalist, at least.
If you try to actually adopt their culture, they'll be happy.
Oh, they love to share their culture.
As long as you don't make the anime part like the main thing in your life, they really don't give a shit.
Well, I think I feel like that should be true of everything. Like,
True.
if you can define your entire personality in 3 words, you should really go out and diversify who
Listen,
you are.
I work a lot. I don't have time. Probably
But like,
good.
It's like
Define my personality in 3 words.
it's like my friend Wade always says, fandoms are not the same thing as personalities.
True.
If you can define your personality by your fandom, then you just need.
You messed up, son.
Yeah.
Who are you looking for?
Y'all need professional help.
Dog came to square up.
Did you square up with the ugly dog?
I'm not gonna square up with
Did you send the cat to square up with the ugly dog? What is he like?
Full-blood Boston Terrier.
Oh,
We
it's
just
a-
ain't got the paper
But-
for him.
We got a
Oh,
full-blood
boy.
Boston Terrier that comes around the house sometimes, and he is terrified of this little fuzzy cat we have.
Wait, I
Like-
wasn't done. Turns
This
out his
little
name's
one?
Jerry. My name's Jerry, and I fucked my sister.
Jesus.
I don't fucking like them. They got loud with my husband. I haven't put my chocolate on and got words.
Okay.
But
But he gonna do me to my baby.
it was just funny because.
Holy shit, we killed 2 of them. That's good.
Killed one of them. But
Love you. Oh, but we were on the topic earlier about.
Bad.
Give me 1 second. I have one thing I have to say.
Okay, fine. We'll just take care right now.
Hey, we were talking about the idea of fox demons as an excuse to look at a girl's butt. I feel like that's the whole reason guys invented the whole holding doors open for women.
we got to check, man.
Yeah. And holding the chairs for him.
Yep, exactly. It's all just an excuse to check out their bums. Alright, I'll be right back.
But I mean, for some reason, there's a lot of Japanese anime characters that are very racist towards Americans. Like the guy from Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know his name.
There have been a few stereotypes of America in Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're not really all that flattering. I mean, you have Maximilian Pegasus and Bandit Keith.
Maximilian Pegasus is a
He's American. He's supposed to be American.
American businessman.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, but the
Get
thing
two of
is,
Yep, Mizu's definitely the heavy hitter here. So
oh
we're
gee,
trying
I
to,
am the warrior. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we're trying to keep him alive. The other ones,
are you down?
no, I'm close. I'm not dead yet.
Okay, you're on your knees. I see. But honestly, my favorite thing though is Americans usually enjoy.
Now I'm down.
Shit.
Oh, great.
Americans usually enjoy the stereotypes on us. Like, yeah, that makes fucking sense. It's fucking fantastic.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What's
no, I
wrong?
missed.
What's happened?
Me missed.
I never missed a day in my life.
Oh, Ian's down.
So here we go.
Yeah, probably.
Well, how am I doing? Since I'm the guy who can help you two.
You are now the only one, and you are out of magic.
Oh, just okay. I thought I
don't
was
have
worried
life.
for a minute.
Do we have life?
No.
We don't have life.
I was really worried there for a minute.
Now, we definitely don't have life.
Mmm.
I blame Ian.
Well, I thought I had a plan, but I was...
General Custer.
I missed one.
I...
Missed, you made it.
Listen, I am not the warrior in this group now. You are.
It's like, I thought I had a plan.
Because I can hold my inner BB however we need it to tank.
I thought I had a plan, but I did not have the information correct. I thought we got our spells back when I did the house trick.
It should. I thought it worked with tent. Does tent not give you your MP back in this fucking game?
No, I think we need like the best one. I forget what that is.
I thought you said it was house.
I thought so too.
That was tent cabin in the house.
Yeah.
And I
Or
thought
is it tent house
Tent
cabin?
house.
I don't
No, I
know.
thought cabin would be better than house. But is there one called mansion
No.
or manor?
I think so. I remember you saying something about that.
I was really hoping to level up here.
I had no idea. I don't remember. And there must have been a shift of something because I'm for some reason
Well,
in the back
Caleb,
row.
We can go back in time and watch all our old videos. Because I know we talked about it. Before you came.
Well, we'll stay at the inn. That will finally give us all our spells back.
Yeah, but then we have to work all the way back out, and hopefully we don't lose our spells when we work all the way back out.
I will try to go out of my way to not cast anything. I also will buy a lot more potions and crap.
That is my one flaw. If I got Black Mage in the goddamn party, guess what the Black Mage is constantly fucking doing? Cast spells!
Well, that's what he
Well,
does.
unless your black mage is cloud, then he can hit shit too.
He's technically
Yeah.
a red
He's a red
mage.
mage, you know? And we don't have black mage.
When I played Final Fantasy
We have Black
VII,
Mage when we have Kate Sith.
Yeah.
when I played Final Fantasy VII, Kate Sith was my.
Well, our party is Cloud, Vincent, and Sid. Cloud's our red mage with black magic and his sword, because fucking Cloud. You gotta use his sword. Sid is our hard hitter / tank, and then Vincent's our white mage. Which is actually a pretty good white mage, honestly.
It's pretty.
Because at the beginning of the game, we're like, alright, Aerith's not going to make it, we're not going to even
Yeah.
fuck with her.
'Cause, like, we already know Aerith isn't gonna make it, so we're not gonna put too much time.
So we find out who had the second best spirit, and I think it was Vincent. So we made Vincent.
Actually, no. I think technically Cloud has the second best spirit, but he also has second best. He also has like the third best magic. So we're like,
I know I planted all the materia on Kate Sith because he had so much health.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, he's our backup black mage.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
We've lost Cloud now, so we should probably. No, well, we have Tifa.
no,
Tifa
we're
Vincent.
using red.
Oh, that's right, we use red.
We're
yeah.
using red because
So we
we
have
wanted
a little more.
we wanted a faster black mage.
Yeah.
Because I went, oh well, we don't have Cloud. Who's going to be our replacement? Kate said
Did we
red.
die?
We did.
We did?
Yes.
Devin blames you.
You didn't hit the wood hard enough.
We never missed. Never missed one
Well,
of
you
the
need to
attacks.
start. You need to poke them a little harder.
How about how hard you
We
poke?
killed two
Where
of
you
them.
poke?
though.
Nah, that's not bad. So if we came in with our magic restored, we should probably be good.
Yeah, because then I can lightning too blast all of them.
No, Josh, remember, you cast Fireball.
I don't have fireball. I just have fire. It's like flaming sphere. It sucks.
Burning hands?
Yeah, basically, it's a weak fire spell. Fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna help.
You know there's level 3 spells other than Fireball, right?
I cast fireball. It's gonna help.
Dimension Door. Not level 4.
I thought the Dimension Door was level 2.
Nope, it's level 3 or 4. Because I got it from my bard.
Well, they're different for different cat. Well, no. Yeah, I'm speaking on behalf of 3rd edition, not 5th edition. So I don't know. I've played, what, up to in total about 2 hours of 5th edition?
Dimension Door's level 4. So.
I don't even think of that because someone decided to push the fucking troll back down.
I think we technically played for about 2 hours.
It would have been longer.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he's been bragging about it the entire
Oh,
time.
jeez.
Oh no, it's impressive as
no.
heck.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He keeps bringing it up.
It almost was as awesome as
And
me
I get the
returning
grin.
the money back
I told Caleb about
as
that.
a
I'm like,
grand display.
I told Caleb about that. I'm like, dude, if Sean had that smoothness in real life, he'd probably be swarming girls.
I mean,
In theory, I could, but I don't. Yeah.
I was like, dude, that was the smoothest thing I've ever fucking seen happen. Like, holy shit, like, he did that. I just looked at him and was like, wow.
yeah, stop drinking caffeine.
I'm trying. I got Snapple. Except this Snapple doesn't have a fucking fat.
Does that have a fact?
It does have a fact.
Oh, awesome.
It's just really fucking tiny. I can't see blue on white. I'm colorblind. The Hawaiian outfit has only 12 letters.
Yes, I actually knew that.
I did not. It's real fact number 26. Yeah, no.
Do-do-do.
Caleb, can you see that? Can you read that without a light?
The Hawaiian alphabet. has
You're
12
a
letters.
wolf and
Yeah.
somehow
Fuck
had
you not being
money.
colorblind.
And somehow swords and shields.
Let's kick some ass.
Hey, 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 Devin, I'm gonna use my wood on that ass.
Better.
He did critically and killed it instantly.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's the way you do it.
You want to touch my rod again? Now I really want to get my other Snapple to read this fact. Or have Caleb read this fact so that I don't take out my light. Listen, I'm colorblind.
Snapple fact number 77. You're a bitch. What the hell, Snapple?
Listen, I have troubles with blues, purples, okay?
Yeah,
And sometimes
that's
if the shade is really close to the blue, I go really off-white that has some blue in it, I can't fucking read.
That's fair.
Oh, that means that one spatial suit they gave Aquaman back in the 80s, you wouldn't be able to see him.
Unless he was in the water. It was blue.
Yeah.
Probably not.
The first teleportation spell you can get in 5e is Misty Step. It's a level 2. And it's kind of teleportation. You teleport up to 30 feet to an occupied space.
Unless you're a race that actually has that shadow elf has teleportation in shadows.
Yeah.
Level 1.
Yeah.
So boom, bitch, fuck
It's
you.
the first spell. The first teleportation spell you get, not ability.
Oh,
Take that piss.
that'd be so good. Maybe I should grind just for Dale to learn pure.
I love it.
Okay.
Wasn't that actually a plan? I'm already talking about the pure before.
It would be nice to finally get pure and screw you poison, but
Ah.
Well, I was talking about grinding like one level to give us a little edge against the Izzards.
well, we did before, but
Yeah.
Well, okay, one more.
We expected to walk into that wizard fight with some magic because we did the
yeah,
house.
we thought the house would do it.
So do
Pardon
we
me, I'm
really
gonna-
need like a
excuse me, pardon me.
mansion to, or is house the best we can get?
I don't know.
You're the one with the internet, Ian. Would it be in the? You gotta look at the manual again.
But I don't know if it would actually be in the manual.
No, look at the manual like we did that one time for the
I will.
stuff.
I will.
See, we're not cheating.
We're not cheating.
getting the manual.
We are, yes.
We just don't have the physical copy.
But it's something we would have access to if we were playing the game in a legal manner. I mean,
No, you're right. In a legal manner.
Hold on. I'm asking 3 of those people in this room that were alive when this game first came out. At the age it came out, would you have kept the manual?
I would have, yes.
I would, but I like collected all the stuff. I saved everything except the actual box.
Alright, we're good, because
I actually saved the actual boxes.
me as a kid, I'd probably, unless it was a PS1 game, I got rid of the manuals with the box. So, unless there were Zelda games too.
I kept the boxes because my family went to a bunch of
Yeah, I can't read that.
we went to flea markets all the time, and you would get more money out of a game reselling if you had the box manual with it. That's why we kept the box manual when we could.
Real fact number 1433. Toe wrestling is a competitive sport.
Let's fucking go, guys. Let's go work it out.
We're
Come
on our
on.
toes.
A new thing on our channel. Toe wrestling. Let's go.
Well,
wrestling
they do it for, Wow. You now have a shield.
I
never-
could have had a shield this entire time.
Apparently.
Josh, what the fuck?
stink.
Okay, I'm gonna imagine that the copper is better than cloth. But that's fine.
I would hope.
Let's find out. Okay, status. Ian. Your absorb is 2. So you have like no armor?
Well, maybe he's like barbarians in 5th edition. Oh, he had cloth on.
Now it's absorb 5. It's definitely better.
Yay! I mean, that's our problem this entire time was not the fact that we were
Well-
low level. We just didn't have all our equipment equipped.
Okay. You don't need an extra suit of iron armor.
Fuck you, yeah, I do.
You can always use an extra suit of iron armor.
You know,
What happens
I'm
if
trying.
If
what
Larry's
happens if I
attack.
get hit with acid and I lose my iron armor? Now I don't have an
What if we
extra
fight a
set of
rust monster?
Let's say
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Play a rust bug.
Wait, don't give him ideas, guys. He's a DM.
Okay.
I downloaded the manual, but I cannot find where it went on my phone,
Probably in the files.
and I can't find how to open the files.
Have you?
My phone just updated itself, and I do not know where half
I
my
hate
fucking
that.
shit is.
Oh, brother.
I hate.
Is there a thing to where you can look at all your apps in the background?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Is it healthy to drink 225 milligrams caffeine all at once?
Yes, it sure is. As a matter of fact, drink 10 of them at once.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn out like your cousin?
My cousin.
I didn't want to say his name since he's not here. The one that had a fucking heart attack at the age of 17.
Yes.
Cause he drank
yeah.
fucking, what was it? 8 packs of fucking Monster in one day.
Why?
No, it
Why
wasn't
would you-
8 pack. He did drink like 5 monsters in one night though.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because he thought it was.
He thought it was cool when you
thought it
liked the
would be
taste.
fine. He was
First
just
of
drinking
all-
it casually.
First of all, that's a fucking lie. Monster
Yeah.
tastes like ass.
I agree with you, 100%. But, no, he was with our old friend that we no longer talk to. And they were just hanging out. And I think they were trying to pull like a 24-hour hangout
You're
session.
pulling all nighter, yeah.
Yeah, pulling all nighter. And whenever he got tired, he chugged a Monster. And while your body, when it's tired, eventually caffeine ain't going to do shit. So I want to assume he probably started chugging more Monster.
I said he had like 5 that night.
And he just looks at it and goes, my chest really hurts.
Chest just started to
Gee,
hurt.
I wonder
He
why.
had a very minor heart attack. And he developed diabetes.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't
Diabetes
say.
came later.
But close
his,
enough that-
his body
close
would
enough-
not process sugar correctly after that.
It was a little later, but close enough to where you go,
It's because he was a real skinny guy, and no matter how much he ate, he never gained weight. So he just constantly ate.
High metabolism.
So he constantly ate, and I think eventually, once he got a little older, his metabolism slowed down, but he didn't, and so it just didn't work out as favor.
but yeah, he had a heart attack of the 8. Was he like 7? Weren't we like 17?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was 10 years ago? That was 10 years? Oh my god.
10 years ago. We're over shit, man.
Monster existed 10 years ago.
It did.
I don't know how old Monster is.
We were in middle school at least.
I don't know. I can't find the. It doesn't
Damn.
matter anymore. I'm done trying to find the manual.
But I gotta know you. I got to know.
Do your own research.
The answer is fuck you.
Okay, let's do this.
That'd be a very different website.
We'd probably make more money if we went on that one.
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 pretty boys and like 3 bears, so let's go.
It's funny, I
I'm
had.
not sure I would ever use the word pretty to describe me, but I'm just saying.
Caleb,
Yeah, same here.
I think you're gorgeous.
Thanks.
you
It's
know
the hair.
all the terminologies and stuff. Do you agree with me with me and him being the pretty boys if I shaved and then you 3 are the bears? I don't think Dale would be a bear. He'd be like the middleman. I don't know.
Would he be a DILF?
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, he has the dad bod galore over there.
Yeah.
But me and you are definitely little pretty boys.
You mean twins?
Yeah. I forgot the word. You're definitely a bear.
Oh,
Josh is pretty hairy himself, so he can follow. So we'll just take him to the gym, get him buffed up.
If I could be
if you're
buffed
paying for
up.
the gym membership, I'll go.
Me and Caleb worked on that for a while. I still need to go do that.
It says the house is supposed to restore MP.
Maybe like the look stack is broken in the original run of it.
That's entirely possible, but the house is supposed to be restore the MP.
I don't
It
know.
restores 120 health points and all MP to all party members.
I don't know why it didn't.
I don't know either.
Well, maybe I was mistaken and we only had a cabin.
Maybe.
That
The
could have
tent
been.
restores some health, the cabin restores all health, and the house should restore a bunch of health and our MP.
Ah, that might have been the thing, is we only had a cabin.
There you.
Or we
Well,
can go through our inventory and see if we saw the house. Because then we probably use
We
it.
don't. I already looked through the inventory. It is gone.
All
Whatever
right,
we
so
had.
something funny
Okay,
happened also
mystery solved.
regarding Final Fantasy VII. Are you familiar with the Final Fantasy Team 4-Star Bridge series?
Yes, I am.
Well, we are watching that as we play, and we stopped watching it because we just got into Final Fantasy VII. And last time we talked about it, we were at the running
Yes.
across the marsh with the snake thing after us.
Yeah.
Well, when we died, we had to redo a lot of shit, and I was playing at this point, and I forgot to put the chocobo lure back on because I thought it was on because we died. So it took us forever to get a chocobo, and Caleb looks at me and goes, "Do you put even equip it?" I'm like, And I look at my equipment and go, "No, I did not." So I equipped it, got a chocobo, and got across. Well, fast forward a couple weeks, we're probably.
listening in.
We probably are in Sid's town where we meet Sid.
Yeah.
So we're watching in the background, And
Dominated.
in the episode where they get Chocobo, they go, "Why is this taking forever? Why can we not get a Chocobo?" They go back to Chocobo Bill, and he's like, "Did you equip it?" And I just look at Caleb, and Caleb just fucking dies.
I liked how
Loses
hard.
it.
I liked in
I was
the
like,
abridged.
We weren't the only one.
I like how in the abridged, Chocobo Bill is Linkara.
He
Okay,
does top the fourth wall for bad comics burn.
it's a.
Like
it's
Cars
a
gonna teach you all a lesson you will learn. Bronski, you're not an artist. Liefeld, or Bronski, you're not the smartest. Liefeld, you're not an artist. Anyone who has had a bad comic published, it could be your turn.
You know what? One Geist. Let's beat this ghost up and quickly.
Alright.
Oh darn it. Okay, so there's a very, very, very important question that has to be spoken. That was making fun of my hand movements. There's a very important question that has to be spoken about Final Fantasy VII. How much time did you spend in Gold Saucer?
Zero.
Not that much.
Really?
Yep.
Me and Zen was there. We.
Oh my gosh.
We're for the story, Ian. The story.
I fucking love the Gold Saucer Casino.
I was
Well,
disappointed
we did
because
one Choco
Racing
race.
Wasn't like the actual Choco
Did
Racing
not
game.
learn how to. We fucked it up and said, "Fuck this shit," and left.
I actually never did the Chocobo races. I did like the little mini games, like
We did the battle arena once.
the battle.
We were
Arena.
forced to do it.
Yeah.
When Dio forced us
When we
to
went
do
to the
battle
Keystone.
Who does?
Dio.
Dio,
But it was I, Dio.
Yeah.
Oh.
I made that joke. I made that joke. I want you to know I made that joke.
So is he the man on the Silver Mountain?
Well, he's the man in the
No,
golden
he's the,
saucer.
he's the owner of the Golden Saucer.
That joke was specifically for Josh.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Because of the rock musician Ronnie James Dio.
Well, by the way, a foundation has recently been opened in his name.
Oh really?
The Ronnie James Dio, I think it's like lung cancer
Oh, really?
research foundation.
Huh.
It's about trying to find the cures because that's what he died from.
Yeah. I figured it'd be
Whatever cancer he died from. Is that what that's what they're trying to research?
Holy diver, you went out too long and you did not see. Oh, what's becoming of me?
A bad singer, apparently.
Yeah, it is what it is.
They didn't meet the 30-second mark. I was counting.
Oh,
Try and save John's channel a little bit.
It's
I was counting.
weird. Personal performances without musical backing usually doesn't get hit by copyright strikes.
Yes, but there's a lot of assholes on the internet.
and we are 5 of them.
There you go.
I don't know. I feel like I count as 2. And,
Josh is so nice. He counts as 0.
and I was talking about my height, and then I was going to say Caleb's big enough ass so
Oh.
counts 4. So, but alright. So I saw on your TV, I saw a commercial for Loki. There is something I wanted to discuss because it sparked a controversy argument on the internet. There's a scene where there is like a cabinet full of Infinity Stones. And they're like, "Oh yeah, this is paperweight."
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense because Infinity Stones only work in the universe they're in. So if they're not in their universe, they're fucking paperweights."
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Oh, that just makes the entire thing of In-War stupid because
No.
they're making
it-
Infinity Stones useless." I'm like,
within the bounds of the TVA, the Infinity Stones are completely powerless.
I'm like, "What do you mean? If the Infinity Stones are not in their respective universe, they're useless.
Yeah.
They're stones."
Yeah.
Well, I
The
think the
TVA, they were,
argument
like,
is that
between
when they
universes.
went back in time to grab the Infinity Stones and create the split timeline, that when they pulled them out of timeline X into timeline Y, that would make them not useless. That would make them useless.
Yeah, but they put them back when they're done with it, so technically it's still the same universe.
I mean, I don't know.
These are variant time stone, various
You know, here's
Infinity
my
Stones.
thing.
They're different.
I think that anytime you incorporate time travel in a narrative, you fucked up because you always 100% of the time end up with shit like this.
Alright.
You cannot write time travel stories without paradox. It is impossible.
Okay, listen.
Unless you're Bill and Ted.
I am going to. I am going to quote Rick and Morty, and my one thing of this is really good life advice: don't fuck with time.
Yeah, exactly.
I will fuck with time.
I personally just do not like time travel stories because, like I said, I feel like it is an impossibility to write a time travel story without,
A bunch of plot holes.
without writing yourself into some kind of weird paradox like this. You just can't do it. It can't be
The
done.
original Back to the Future seems to have done okay.
You don't think about it.
Man, I don't know. Some of the shit that went down with the way like turned out with Biff and stuff seems.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that
Weird.
wasn't that part 2?
No, I'm pretty sure it was part 1. I don't.
Part
know.
1, he only went back to the
Yeah, maybe you're right.
50s.
Man, I don't remember Back to the Future. I haven't seen it
Shit.
since I was
The
like
second
10.
one is the one where Biff becomes the leader of the.
Yeah. So yeah, it's part 2.
Maybe. I haven't seen any of the Back to the Future since I was like.
Because
10.
what happened was in part 2 they went in the future to help Marty's kids, and in the process, grandfather Biff took a almanac and went back in time to teenage Biff that we meet in the first one, and gave him the almanac, gave him all the. He was able to
You
use,
know all the sport outcomes.
and was able to bet his
future.
way to become like a millionaire.
I see.
Ruler.
He became a millionaire and then ruled.
And
the
part 3 is Wild
Union
West.
I know part
Yeah.
3 is Wild West.
Part 3 is one of
My favorite.
That's the one where they turn the train into the little
Yes.
Yeah.
A flying train.
And Doc Brown eats his true love.
Yeah.
Yeah, part 3 is probably my favorite part.
I think that the best way to handle a time travel story is to just don't worry about the rules of time travel. Just, okay, we're back in the past, let's not worry about fucking...
I
Oh.
kind of enjoy the butterfly effect storyline with time travel. But
I
then
enjoy
again,
the
they never,
Butterfly Effect movie.
anyway, they gave one rule, and that's the only rule that they ever
Yeah.
talked about was you go back in time, fuck something up, something else is going to happen in the future.
I like Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. One of the things about it is it's like, well, aren't you going to create a temporal paradox? And
Nice job, Joss.
the time travel guy is
Yeah, I thought I don't want to do this again, so.
the guy who invented time travel is like, what do you mean temporal paradox? Like, if temporal paradox
Only 2! Only 2!
What? That's the thing?
So wait, it randomly generates.
It was
wizards?
random how many wizards we deal with.
Damn.
You know what? I'm
We're
still
going-
gonna
So
do.
I'm still going fuck him up.
hypothetically, we could have just scum saved.
Hypothetically,
I didn't know the thing. I thought it was
No,
always
no.
4.
I thought it was for-
I forgot it was.
But anyway, yeah, it's like you couldn't walk down to the street to buy a loaf of bread without creating a temporal
Is
paradox.
that 89
They
or
just
99?
That's 39
Oh,
and 38.
damn, I'm blind.
That's still a decent lightning too.
I need to go to the eye doctor, guys.
Only 2 from Dale,
Well, he just.
and you missed.
I missed.
With your wood.
88 critical
damage.
hit,
Woo!
and you took it out. We've got 1.
What's up, dude?
Dogpile!
Doggy style.
If you insist.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Isn't your
I
whole
think-
stick about not missing?
Oh my god, I think I need to go to the eye doctor.
We freaking did it!
You
Hey.
got lucky this time, bro.
I
did.
really have no choice but to commit seppuku.
Oh god.
Man, isn't the whole difference between the fucking black belt and the warrior is you don't miss as often?
Man, I'm faster.
The crown. We have the crown finally.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I, 'cause I haven't
It's-
been following the plot.
It's a crest
Isn't it
item.
funny? I remember you guys were trying to do this when I first came here.
Oh yeah, this
It's been a while.
Yeah, this is
there is such a huge challenge gap when you go down here.
Because of the poison, honestly. I mean, that has a lot to do with it.
And the fact that rogues and luck do shit.
Yeah. You know, have they done an updated version of Final Fantasy 2?
2?
No.
Yeah, kind of.
Because I bet they could. Final Fantasy 2 could have been a solid game if they got rid of the fact that your stats drop so quickly.
Well, me and Caleb came up with the thing of you shouldn't touch the HP and MP, honestly. Like,
You're right, that too.
once you get it to a point, it can't go back down.
I think your HP and MP should be derived off of whatever
level you are.
job or class,
Yeah.
whatever it is you are, and level.
I agree. I absolutely agree with that one too.
If this class is at this level, it has this much HP and MP, and that's it. And then everything, like your strength and everything else, can change
Dude,
whoever with. But
depending
you
on what
should
you're
keep
doing.
your health, like, because this whole thing, if you don't get hit, you get more unhealthy. Doesn't make sense.
Well, I don't know if they got updated, but I mean, technically, Final Fantasy 2 came to America on DS because
Yeah,
we
but-
started on 3 and 4. They dubbed that 1 and 2 in America when it first came over.
We started with 1, then we've had 4 and 5, and
Oh,
that
we skipped
was
2
and
and
that
3.
was yeah.
And 4 and 5 was 2 and 3 over here. And then after the 90s, we're like, oh, we should totally get 2 and 3 over here because everyone loves Final Fantasy over here. And now every Final Fantasy fan in America is really confused on which one's which sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, at least old Final
I
Fantasy.
say, yeah, it's only people that grew up with the 4 being 2.
Unless you really look at adaptability like Josh, because Josh really, honestly, Josh probably just forgot.
Yeah.
And it's no longer a thing now. They're 4 and 5.
I use the traditional numbering. I know that it wasn't always that way, but I use the actual.
Yeah. But when me and Caleb were talking about what Final Fantasy games we should play, like I looked at him and went, "Well, you have 2, and we both know what that means." I'm like, "Do you want to try it or what?" He's like, "We decided that once we defeat all the other games, we'll go to 2 and see what happens."
I've played and beaten 2, and I'll tell you what I friggin' did. I dedicated myself like, we're all wizards. We're all gonna cast. We run out of stuff. We go out and buy more ethers and stay at inns. We're going to magic the crap up.
Well,
What's this? I accidentally slipped into the wrong area, and here are the 5th level awesome spells. Yeah, the places and the monsters around here nearly killed me, but I managed to get to this village, and I got the money. Boom! Now I'm blowing everything up with these super spells that I'm not supposed to have yet.
That's what we did with Sid's Lance.
Are you talking about Final Fantasy 2?
Yeah.
so me and Caleb made this joke of, in our friend group, I'm Tony. I have best luck in our friend group. I just look and go, yeah, watch it. I'm going to get to the final boss with 1 HP and like max out evasion because all my guys don't get hit because they continuously fucking dodge. Except for one fucker that I let you play with. And he has like the max health and max vitality, but shit dodge. And then we get to the final boss and all my guys get one shot while you're still there. Keeping us alive because we're
Now,
moderators.
the next thing we're going to have to do in this game, it'll be probably next episode.
Yes.
It'll be the next episode. We'll have to deliver the crown to the to Astos, the dark elf. Him go like, "Ha ha! I was the dark elf the entire time." And I'm like, "Bitch, I don't care. I'll kill you."
Yeah.
And then after he's dead, we'll have the cure, the spell that the elf prince is sleeping under will be broken. We go to him to get our reward, which will be the Mystic Key. We'll finally open all these Mystic Key doors that have all the awesome treasure, like the cool swords that are for you and me.
I just want my Excalibur.
Oh, that's
I know.
in game.
I know that's in game. I still want my Excalibur.
Do I get a crazy cool weapon or?
Yeah, your fists.
or just-
Eventually, it will be your fist.
I'll just be punching bitches.
We'll get your ultimate weapon. Your fist will still do more damage.
That's another advantage of the martial artist is I'm cheap.
You little slut.
Hey man, $20 is $20.
Yeah, I saw that on the shirt over at the mall today. Along with a bunch of Trump shirts. You missed me yet? And Trump
24.
Yeah.
I saw a flag like that over. Like I was driving home from work one day. I saw on someone's thing. I'm like, dude, I don't. Is he? We don't even know if he's going to run or not. Oh, he is, but anyway, I saw this-
Probably not. You know, they called the FBI on him and
shut
had
me
him
on your fuck.
investigated.
How many times?
Yeah.
Because they've called him FBI on him many times.
Well, here's the thing. When you have that much money, you can get away with whatever the fuck you want to get away with.
Anyway, I saw this video.
Politics.
That's not the reason I'm going away. 'Cause you guys mentioned $20 is $20, and it reminded me of a video of this guy showing off. He and his friend group went to Dick's, the restaurant.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And him and his buddy had two matching hats. His hat said $20 is $20. His friend's hat said it's the best $20 I ever spent in my life. I'm like, okay. It's actually pretty funny. I
I
remember
would
that.
buy me any of those hats.
So, when do we get the rat's tail?
Okay, there's a long story about that. I thought I explained it
No,
on
I
this
know it.
once.
But how far away are we from getting the rat's tail? Is it quite a ways?
Yeah and no. Once we're out on the open ocean, we could technically go for it, go
Okay.
get it. But
Whatever,
it's gonna be a level issue. Because in order to go get it, we have to get the Levistone from the ice cavern, which is a pain.
Fuck all that, it's okay, Excalibur.
We can't do that yet. Sorry. Because we need to get the Levistone in order to raise the airship, and we need the airship to get into the Tower of Trials, and the Tower of Trials gets us the rat tail, which we present to Bahamut as a sign of our bravery because we passed the Tower of Trials, and the rat's tail was the treasure at the end.
Yeah, you told us about
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I know- I know
didn't know.
about-
I didn't know the rat tail was a treasure thing.
Yes, it is. That's what I was asking with the rat tail. Is just about how far away are we from
I
getting
asked that last week.
the class changes?
Oh, specifically, I asked him, "Are we going to make it by level 25?"
I think we can. Especially now that we are level 8 and we beat the swamp. Okay, finally. That was a little frustrating.
But
there.
class change sounds really awesome. But you know what sounds awesomer?
Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Here, I want you to have Excalibur too.
Every time somebody says Excalibur, I think of the little white creature from Soul Eater.
You fools!
You want Excalibur? I will be fine with the Dragon Slayer.
The other big ass sword.
It's another pretty good sword.
Then we already said at the very beginning.
Probably. I don't remember talking about the Dragon Slayer.
I remember talking to Josh about it because I'm like, I look at Josh when he got like my hand-me-down when we got the silver sword or the second best
Yeah.
sword, the next sword in line. I'm like, hey, you use my weapons too? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what do we want to do about the best sword in the game? He looks at me and goes, well, you're the hardest hitter, so you should have the best
Yeah,
weapon.
also, Excalibur can only be wielded by a knight, so
I think
I
he said
can't
that.
use it.
And then he said that. I'm like, oh, cool.
What Dale
Awesome.
will get is holy.
Yeah, he gets
That's the
the
big prize. Dale.
the best white magic spell, the best.
game is holy.
What does Holy do?
It fucks up creatures with light magic.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it's just straight
Fucks
damage.
up
Oh.
creatures
Oh,
with
yeah.
light magic. It's the second most damaging spell in the entire game.
What's
Behind
first?
Flare.
Is it by my light magic spell?
Think
Nuke.
about it,
Nuke
what?
is the most
Is
powerful.
that a black
And
magic spell?
It's a black magic spell.
Doesn't Nuke become Flare?
In future incarnations of the game,
Yes.
Flare is.
Flare and Nuke are the same spell,
Is
but
it
this
because,
game is
is it
called
because
Nuke.
Nuke was a bad term?
Probably.
Now holy is what? Like
It was Nuke in the original American version instead of Flare because
Four
we're
characters.
limited to 4 letters
Alright.
in the original.
And see, because Japanese characters can represent entire syllables, they can have a lot more leeway with 4
Yeah.
spaces than we have.
So what was it called originally in Japanese?
Flare.
Flare? Okay. So it is technically Flare from the
Yes,
beginning.
it's Flare.
And it's just Americans can't use Flare.
Our version, and the version we're playing now, will be called Nuke. And it's the most powerful damage spell in the game.
Cool. So I wasn't wrong when I said Flare.
You're
I
right.
thought it
it
was
is-
stupid for a
And
second.
it is the same spell. And unfortunately, Josh will never be able to learn it because he can't learn max level spells.
Red mages can't do it, yeah.
My
That's one of
My
the trade-offs
serious-
of the class.
serious Condolences, yes.
But yeah, so each of us have something to look forward to. Dale has Holy, you have Excalibur, Josh has Dragon Slayer, I guess.
I can do that. Yeah, you know, the versatility of white and black is still really good.
Yeah, and then I have level for my fist finally to become the badass weapons.
You only have 2 more levels though.
So, are you going to be Chuck Norris or Bruce Lee?
I am going to be no.
Oh, well.
Hell no. No, I'm gonna be fucking Muhammad Ali.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Oh fuck!
The Ollie show.
Cause I punch.
Okay.
I
Yes.
think we're gonna have to stop the game, guys. Josh's computer's about dead.
Yeah.
Okay, there we
Josh's
go.
computer's
It's
about
about-
as dead as my love life.
It's about time anyway. It's about time anyway. We finished up and
Yeah, we've been playing
the cave, and so we will see you guys later.
Bye.
if I feel like it.
On.
Cassius Clay.